Welcome to the third chapter of the Newborn Awakening series. In this chapter, I will be taking all this stuff from chapter 2, all the things I've learned, I'll take all the study guides and the tapes and begin to really get myself absorbed in them and learn from it and grow. And then that way it helps me, get my script, Newborn Awakening, on a new page, on a new level, kind of take it up a grade, so to speak, if we're in school. I was very fortunate to have received this 3-page guideline, as well as this tape-recorded session of advice and feedback. This stuff came from 2 of the script writers who read my script, and though their styles were kind of different in their own way, but one thing they had in common, and one thing that was their main concern, was the usage of Jim Morrison's Dawn's Highway experience in my story. They're feared that it might not be able to ever get made because of that, and possibly getting sued or get in trouble for using it. So that was both of their main kind of concern. So needless to say, before I kind of move forward in taking their information and advancing with it, the most important thing I need to do now is contact the manager of the doors and kind of get this question that I've kind of been, slightly avoiding for a long period of time, and kind of get it answered, and to help guide me to take Newborn Awakening to the next stages. And if it's obviously, I want to do the best I can, I don't want to get in trouble, I just want to follow the rules so I can get this vision to happen. I want to know how to do it. So that's my main question: how do I go about making this thing happen? If the answer is no, then that also gives me an opportunity to kind of look at the script and kind of reformulate it, recreate it, and rewrite it at this point, and then take all the information the other 2 writers gave me and then really fine-tune it to a whole new level, a whole new story. But obviously I want to do it the way I see it, the way the vision has come to me, of telling this story of these Native American spirits entering spiritually into this young boy turned man, in this very powerful, offbeat, coming-of-age story called Newborn Awakening. So here we go. I'm going to ask them and just going to send them up an email, and hopefully at this point we'll kind of indicate the direction of Newborn Awakening and kind of see where I'm going to go with this. So, all right, here it goes. Part of my last experimental series, Symbolicy, one of the expansion was for me to go to my old projects and kind of revamp them, get them back to life so they're nice and current and fresh and ready to go. So when I went back to Newborn Awakening, the goal was to just keep revamping, rewriting, and recreating to basically what this script is right now. And as I was leaving the experimental series and I was done with the script at that point, I was just let it grow, let it breathe. But my goal was to kind of, as the creator, as the architect of this script, my goal was to send it to the building inspector. And not only is he a building inspector, he's also the owner of the land, which I'm trying to create on. So it's even a little bit steeper hill to climb, but I sent it out anyways, hoping that he can overlook my blueprints, let me know what I can keep, leave out, rebuild, remodel, whatever it may be. Send it back to me, we shake hands, and I'll be on my way with a guide to help take the script to the next stages, But I never received a response. So I kind of said, all right, I'm going to let Newborn Awakening breathe and grow, but I'm going to continue with the same idea, the same concept. I'm just going to let it do its thing. So here I am now, 3 years later, creating a series on my Newborn Awakening, and now I'm also, at this perfect time in that stages of rebuilding the script, taking it to the next stages. So I figured that I would kind of cover my tracks to see if I can use this material moving forward. But once again, I did not receive a message back. But again, but just like my Symbolicy series, in that fistful of silence, it was truly golden in this situation. You see, when I was wrapping up Doors of Symbolicy, when I was coming to a close, I still felt strong about the story, the vision, and of course, the characters. So I still wanted to tell it. So I decided, well, I'll create Plan B, and I was to take out the Doors material, create my own script, and move forward. And move forward. So the answer that he gave me then, I think I'm going to apply to it now. And when I asked about that, do you care if I do this, if I take out the Doors material and create what I call Plan B, which of course is Newborn Awakening Now, he basically said to me, in paraphrasing, he said, I can't advise you on your creative direction. And I'm going to take that answer then and apply it now and realize that he's already answered that question. It's already been answered. Look, I'm not here to tell you what to do. You do what you have to do. And that's the way I look at it, and that's the way I move forward. Now, I may be off, and I may be way wrong, but that's all right. And that's how I'm approaching the next stages. Knowing that I covered my tracks, and now it's time for me to just do as I see fit, fine-tune the story even more, and take that script to the new level. So thanks for joining me, and as I prepare for the next stages. So thank you. Cool. I'm going to take the lessons from the second chapter and apply them to the third part of the series, where I really kind of help fine-tune. The first part will be all about fine-tuning the script, and it starts right here with the first set of notes by the script editor. And again, this person did this out of the kindness of their heart, gave me their feedback, 3 pages of guideline to kind of reevaluate the script of mine and fine-tune it and take it to the next level. As I was preparing for the third part of the chapter, I was working on, all right, I'm going to write this, I'm going to do this, film this, say this, kind of a thing. And when I came across, all this information that she gave me, I was coming up with this bit, what I'm going to do and how I'm going to film it. And so one of the bits was going to just send her another email of gratitude and send her the 3 videos that I filmed for the last chapter, which my involvement with her and how it's kind of progressed. And I just want to send her and thank her for her time. And when I went to go back to check the email, she actually had written me from my original gratitude letter of gratitude. And in that letter, I expressed, because she helped me out, because she took a chance on me, I'm willing to help her on a set, or anything like that, if I can put my time into helping her out, and she responded back that she basically would take me on that offer when the time's right. So me, that's exciting. I can document my progressions, actually working on a set to see how things are kind of constructed, how things work, and how everything's kind of put together. So again, another experience to kind of add to this. And another thing she did is offer me to go to this kind of group where they kind of discuss and pitch different ideas and concepts and kind of help you as the creator structure your stuff as well. And as much as I'm very much into that, I think that'd be great to document all this and move forward. I do feel that with this list, I kind of need to kind of restructure, revamp the script to the next level, to the next grade, before I return to school and present my presentation to the students and the teachers. I want to be a little bit more prepared. So homework first, play a little bit later. So that is what it is for now. I'm just going to, again, send off these videos and kind of take it from there. And again, thank you, man. Awesome. Cool. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? How's life in LA? How's school? How's the transition, man? I know that your time is extremely limited and precious. So if and when you have time, feel free to check out my last videos that showcase your kindness, advice, and guidance to help me take me to the next stages of the Newborn Awakening script and series. As I apply the next stages and honor your time, advice, and guidance, I'm now planning on taking all that information you gave me and applying it to the script as a teaching tool for this expansion. So then, thanks again for being a character in my latest development, both as a student of life and a teacher of film. And again, I know your time is sacred, but if and when you have a split second, I'd love to hear how you're doing. But either way, I truly hope you're well. All the best, Brandon Green.